Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. Here we go. Here's a check-in with you, Aquarius. Let's get to it. Here we go. Thank you to all of you who have joined me here today, supported this channel. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. It's for someone else. If it's not resonating, leave it be. Hangman, but you're already thinking about this. Yep, of course. The Aquarius is deep in thought already. Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands. It's in the reverse. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Knight of Wands. Six of Swords. And what's hiding? It's the Ten of Pentacles. Here's what I'm getting. There's something that's kind of very similar. Two things that are similar that you're trying to decide between. Somebody has a left knee problem. Two things you're trying to decide between. They're very similar. But one is the golden ticket. One is the golden ticket. You may have to travel to the golden ticket. If that is the case, you already know this. All the things you're thinking about. This is what you're thinking about. Trying to gain enlightenment here and make an educated decision. Yeah. Take your time here. Four of Swords. Take your time here with this decision. This is not easy. This is there's something kind of, they're so similar. It's a little bit tricky to figure out what's the best path. Both paths look very similar. Both people look very similar on paper, maybe. But you got to go with your gut, I think we'll find. Okay. Ten of Cups. This is going to be very specific, but one of these choices, if it's people that you're choosing between, needs to leave family in order to start a family. Now, this could be any family. You know, this could be a brother or sister. You know, it doesn't have to be. There's something about leaving a family in order to start a family. Five of Cups in the reverse. But, the energy that I see here and the messages from Spirit say it's very important for you to know it's not like leaving people high and dry type of energy, but it is something about leaving a family in order to start a family. Someone dresses very well. Kind of flashy, but they can pull it off. Looks nice. Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's something you're very attracted to. Their style. Their courage. They have courage when you feel like there's just nothing to be even remotely excited about. They can find the courage and they can find the excitement. This might be the person with something wrong with their left knee. Seven of Wands. The reason this person can always find something good in any situation or make something happen is because they've been through it. They have been through it. They have always been somebody who's had to stick up for themselves in life. So what you may be considering as kind of a challenge is not for them, because they've really had some really serious, devastating challenges in life as a whole. But that's what keeps them really going and motivated, because everything seems like cake now. I mean, they recognize it is challenging, but not to the level that they have been used to, accustomed to. They want to come out of that energy, though. I don't think they let it bother them too much, but they'd really like an much easier road. Okay, Judgment is here. You're going to maybe start to know about their story a little bit more. Ten of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there's something financially here that you feel like you're recovering from, but right around the corner is the golden ticket. And that includes a situation that will be very beneficial to your finances. Yeah, and an Emperor. I did sense there's an Emperor. That's kind of the golden ticket if you're thinking about two similar things that are people. Or, you know, there's a golden ticket that's just a situation that's so for you, where you will absolutely step into your own power here. Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the golden ticket energy. This is, I'm not afraid to make decisions. I can run this show. I feel comfortable doing it. I can lead others. Others can benefit from this. And this is really my forte here. If it's a person, then this is, yeah, who you're successful with. Six of Wands. Success in a situation, success with people. But there is some sort of dichotomy here. Two similar situations, you have to pick between one. You have to pick between them and pick one. I'm thinking of other things I'm seeing here. Let's see. So something about the social, being misunderstood in your social realms, in your social circles. I see that if marriage is what you're wanting, that's very abundant. It comes to you in a very easy manner. Why is it tricky between two? Why is it tricky between two, Spirit? Two situations, two people. Why is it tricky to decide here? Because there are a lot of illusions, delusions surrounding one of them. This came out earlier. This kind of energy of smoke and mirrors with somebody or a situation came out earlier. It looks better than it is. Looks very similar to the golden ticket, is not the golden ticket, however. How to decipher between the two? Five of Wands. This is kind of a wonky glass. Something wonky with my glasses here. How to decide between the two? Something's wonky. You catch on to something that's just a little off kilter, just a little tilted. You know, you just catch on to it. It's very subtle. Five of Wands out here. You got to be listening, but kind of concealed here. Or what you're listening for is, or what you finally hear is concealed right now. Somebody that's actually competitive with you. Or, let's take this another way. Are you wanting somebody that isn't the golden ticket, but because it's competitive to beat somebody else out of a spot or beat somebody else to a person, something like that? Yeah, something about listening. You got to be very careful with the listening here to get the true golden ticket, to be truly in tune, locked in on that golden ticket. King of Wands. Making a judgment call here. Someone who's very good looking. Very charismatic. Might be in sales. Very hard to resist. Your type. But is this on the up and up? What more about this King of Wands here, Spirit? Seven of Swords. Listen. Listen for the inconsistencies. Listen for lies. What are they trying to maintain here? Are they trying to maintain a certain image? But you see the cracks. You can hear the cracks. You hear something that cracks the Seven of Swords. You see, you hear. Hearing is very important in this message. You hear something that shows the cracks here. I feel like Spirit doesn't want to make the choice for you. It is your choice, but here are some hints to what to look for as far as finding that golden ticket of the two. Knight of Wands. You've gotten it twice. Remember the bold and the courageous. The one who's been through it, the situation that has been very testing, very challenging. Wanting freedom. Yeah, a lessening the burdens here. But similar cards with two different storylines. Similar paths that look the same but are different. People who seem similar but are not. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Wands. Eight's significant. The World in the reverse. One comes in fast. The energy is fast, but then also leaves. Comes in fast, leaves fast. Wants shortcuts. That's one of your Knight of Wands. The other one is bold. Makes things happen. Fearless. Queen of Cups in the reverse is Three of Swords. There is heartbreak here. Regarding not using your good intellect, your good instincts, your good intuition. There is heartbreak here. With someone who's very, like, super emotional, over the top emotional. There is heartbreak, but there's a need to forgive this in order to somehow redeem yourself. What other messages do we have? I see abundance for you. Yeah, abundance, but again, similar but different. Similar but different. Similar but different is the message that keeps coming up. What's the advice? Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles, an offer, communication, listening. Remember, listening is big too. Similar but different, and listening keeps coming up in this message. Singing. What sings to you above all in this situation? Loyalty, friendship. The Lovers. Joy. What sings to you above all? What really taps into your Ten of Cups and your joy here of these situations, of these people, of this choice. That's what removes any kind of negative energy, any kind of illusions, delusions, any kind of... You got to be clear on what you're hearing. I hear again. So be quiet. Don't fill in the gaps for somebody. Don't speak for them. Don't make assumptions. Let them speak and listen with 100% clarity. Then you get the true message or messages. You get the true scenario here that you're dealing with. Four of Cups. This is a gift you are not seeing. I think not so much that you're not seeing, however, it's that you're really trying to be enlightened here and make a good decision. And hangman energy, thinking about all the angles here. Remember to listen. Remember to listen too. You're protected. It is safe to travel. This energy says there's something here that has great healing power. More clues. Something has great healing power. Your choice has great healing powers. Seven of Pentacles. Being very discerning. What's good for you? What's prosperous for you? But not only monetarily, like mentally healthy for you. Healthy for you physically. Some sort of deliverance here. Deliverance of being... deliverance from a trapped feeling, a guarded feeling, a gated feeling, a confined feeling. Nine of Pentacles. Give this over to your divine team to help you to decide. They can help identify the cracks here that you're listening for, that you're looking for. They can help you with that. I see you're meant to be very successful, entrepreneurial success. But also giving. You're big on the family, giving to the family. Remember, somebody has to move away from the family to start a family. Strength, Ace of Wands out here now. The passion for this person will be very strong and just continue to grow. You will find it to be a patient strength to you. I'm hearing that might be what you listen for. Who's more patient with you? Who's more loyal? Who delivers you from kind of an oppressed environment or feeling that feels more victorious? A rising up. Okay, Four of Wands in the reverse, Judgment. Let's take another look here. Someone that maybe you think might be like saving you from something. Could be Aries energy. Is not the savior you think. Not the help you think. This person doesn't live with peace amongst everyone. It may appear that way, but again, listen for the cracks. Everything comes out here. You've gotten it twice, Judgment and the Four of Wands in the reverse. I think I said that, but I was a little bit distracted. So be aware of distractions. Look, and I almost, I had to pick these cards up and look at them closer again and really listen to what the messages were coming through. That's what we've been talking about. Take some time with this so you can see it. If you gloss over this or go fast, you miss it, and you've been missing it. Somebody else has they may have a rough background, but they've atoned for, they have the character to ask for forgiveness or, say sorry and mean it. Look at you, They have the humility here. They have the humility within. That's something else you maybe hear. It's not so up front. It's kind of in the shadows, this style of them. I hear you got your work cut out for you. Do your homework here. Do your homework. On the bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're worried about this. Block out the worry. 2 of Swords follows that. Comfort in the divine. Seek comfort there, and like the pure message. Ask for pure clarity on this. Breaking some sort of cycle. That's a clue too. Bringing you victory. At the bottom of the other deck we used, King of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, this is someone who's upset when they don't get what they want, followed by the 7 of Swords. You know, is that the person that isn't, you know, maybe all there really, you're listening for the cracks there in them. And when, you know, they think they've got a shot at something, you're going to see a different side to when you shut them down. And it is followed by the Lovers. So I think for those of you who are trying to pick between two, there is a married choice here. And there is somebody who's just kind of sleight of hand here. There's somebody that's serendipitous and just going to happen. And maybe another one who just, you feel a little bit off about it. You listen for the cracks, you see the cracks, you hear the cracks, something cracks here. Yeah. Definitely a gift that you're being quiet about. Okay, let's grab an oracle. Definitely tricky energy here in that we're not given an answer, and I felt that early on. The choice is yours. Okay, it's your puzzle to figure out what's best for you. There isn't a clear message here of what to do, just suggestions and hints, tips. Final messages. Balancing act. That's what you're doing now. That's what you are doing now. Oh, I'm just not really. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Balancing all your thoughts now. What's the direction to take? I'm definitely getting Aries energy in one of these scenarios. I'm definitely getting marriage energy. They look so similar. These scenarios look so similar. Fascinating. Stuck in the mud. This card talks about the divine, your divine team, the energy surrounding you, being slow on purpose so that you take the time that's needed to clearly think things through. You're stuck on purpose so that you don't have any other opportunity to busy your mind with something else or get busy with something else, but to think about this and make an educated decision. A very educated, and I will say instinctual. Let's see. Is that what I want to say? Intuitive decision. This is a long message here, Aquarius. Okay, back and forth. This is my charm for a back and forth, the tennis racket. There's a lot of back and forth going on right now, but you're going to put this together. Something about who do you have more fun with? Brings out the youthful playfulness in you. That's your message, Aquarius. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. One is clear, one is kind of cloudy and foggy, but listen for the cracks. Thanks for joining me.